Here we go, loading in shortly. Central Protocol, a very strange map, but there's a lot of unique strategies that you can do to utilize the weirdness. Here we are, though, spawning in the top left. We have our pink Terran. It is Beastie Cutie.
And spawning in the top right-hand position, we have Psystorm's No Regret. So far, nothing too interesting is happening. No Regret built a gas, actually. Wait, is he going to cancel this?
It might be the gas that he built right before the spawning pool. Indeed it is. Looks like that gas will indeed finish.
Yep, no extractor tricks this time. No Regret is in fact going for a fast pool here. See if he can do some damage.
Yeah, and with these spawn positions, although, you know, there are no more backdoor rocks, speedlings can get to the other side of the map relatively fast.
And Beastie Cutie, he's building his barracks at the very front. Like, out right in front of his natural. And it looks like he's going to build a second barracks there? There's an SUV going down.
Yeah, might, you know, with No Regrets reputation, Beastie Cutie might want to get this wall going up, and at the same time he may be going for a maybe more of a 3-Rex Reaper oriented style of play. He's already mining gas.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting right now, is I'm expecting him to, yep, there's the third barracks. He's playing Reapers. So, I think that Beastie Cutie's build matches up pretty well against No Regrets. Like, he'll have units out in time to deal with the small number of speedlings that are going to be headed to his base. Like, they won't be able to break down the wall or do anything, really.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult for these links to get a lot done here. What wouldn't surprise me is if No Regret were to make an Evo chamber and start some drops as well.
Yeah. No Regret actually drops a hatchery, so I guess he isn't too committed to this aggression. Has he seen anything useful yet? No, he hasn't. He just saw the CC. And he's going to come up the ramp, and he's going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, he's going to realize that this wall is here and ready. He's denied the barracks from building for a little bit. I like Beastie Cutie, by the way. He's up in his main base. He has built a supply depot to watch that Overlord, to watch that area for drops.
Yep. There's like quite a few Zerglings, but speed isn't quite done yet. In 10 seconds, speed will finish, and if this Reaper doesn't back up, it's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Reaper going around, headed towards No Regrets main. No Regret has a bunch of speedlings now.
Reaper has arrived. The Queen here to help pick it off. And actually, oh, the Lynx take that out. And that's a pretty big deal because every Reaper at this stage of the game does matter. We do have 3 more on the way. 3 are on the map.
Yep. So, these Reapers. One thing that just occurred to me, Beastie Cutie is from Europe, and this series is in fact played on the North American server. So he has to be very careful because any bit of latency could cause him to lose all of his Reapers if he miscontrols even the slightest bit.
Yeah, and losing 1 Reaper already, pretty big deal. We've got more Lings waiting outside. You know, since the Lings aren't at home, these Reapers could do some damage, but it looks like right now they are just... They're waiting here. They are now starting to exit the base, but the Lings, they're ready for them.
Yep, there's actually a Dropper Lord like chilling on the fringe of Beastie Cutie's base right now by the Reapers. So he does have the potential to unload a bunch of Lings in there if he thinks he can do damage, but the Reapers are there kind of waiting for it.
The Reapers, yeah, as you said, they've seen it. They're ready. The Lings, they may want to get into position soon. I'm wondering if they'll do like a little bit of a run by the Nat and then try and distract Beastie Cutie at all.
Yep. Beastie Cutie left 1 Reaper at the natural to kind of just fend off anything that might want to poke his barracks. Ooh, he just grabbed it and moved it away. He has Marines out now, is able to shoo away the Overlord. The Reapers are here like, these stupid pistols can't shoot up, and Marine's like, I'll show you how it's done.
We do have a lair coming out for No Regret. Interesting choice. Curious to see what he's going to do with that. Muta might not be a bad choice, but it's going to take them a long time to come out.
Reapers are in the main base. Kill a Queen, kill 3 drones, but the Lings are here, and this could be... Oof. Yeah, this is going to be bad for the Reapers.
Yeah, these Reapers all going to fall. That's a pretty big deal for Beastie Cutie. And No Regret probably feels pretty good about that. I wouldn't be surprised if he were to just stream across the map and do as much damage as he could.
Yep. Yeah. There is a solid barracks wall outside the natural, which is really hard to break, and he did lose the Dropper Lord, I believe. No, he didn't. He almost lost it. It's healed up since then. It's headed back into position. So he's going to try to see if he can put on pressure, but I think it's going to be a little bit difficult, as there are 3 Reapers in the Marine here. Ooh, one gets picked off, though.
The Dropper Lord, though, it is loaded up. I don't think the Marine will be able to kill it in time. The Reaper is going to do what they can, but this is still a lot in this Dropper Lord. And you know, No Regret could just continue elevatoring up, and that is what he decides to do. There's not too much here to defend now. The Lynx are starting to get into the main base. Marines arriving to try and take them out, but this is a lot of Lynx.
Beastie Cutie raises his depots at probably the worst moment.
Almost locked himself out there.
The Lings, they're able to kill a few Marines, but they're not doing any like game-ending damage or anything right now.
Yeah, and behind this, it is indeed a Spire for No Regret. There are Liberators coming out for Beastie Cutie that could definitely help push away the Mutas, but oh yeah, 2 Liberators coming out at once that can definitely help versus this future Muta play.
Yeah, once you get up to like 4 or so Liberators, Mutas don't want to mess with you anymore because a few shots from them and your Mutas go away. What Mutas?
They disappear.
Third base coming down now for No Regret. Still kind of normal stuff. Nothing too crazy from him right now.
Yeah, we do have a third base in production also for Beastie Cutie. Both players wanting to expand here, whether they like it or not. It's time. Liberator getting into position. The Spire not yet done, so these drones won't be able to mine here for a little bit. However, will be forced back by that Queen.
So we're finally going to get to see, maybe, a macro game between these 2 players, because No Regret has his world-famous, I'm sure by now, reputation of being an extremely aggressive player. And Beastie Cutie, he had that game versus Pox where he was like, third base? I don't need those. But looks like both of them are kind of moving towards a more economic thing right now, hopefully, maybe?
Maybe, but these Liberators, they are getting taken out by the Mutas. Got a little bit of drone kills, got 5 drone kills. It's better than nothing, but losing a Liberator is definitely not fun for a Terran.
Yep, he has turrets on the way. An empty medevac is going on a mission. Oh, he turns it around.
And now these Mutas, what they are doing for No Regret is they're giving him a little bit more map control. Beastie Cutie is a little wary of their presence now. We'll have to build some turrets until he really feels safe. And, you know, Beastie Cutie is probably a little bit afraid to move out.
Yep, Beastie Cutie, he actually has a pretty good Marine count right now, and he's not that far behind in workers, so he's still in a pretty comfortable position, I would say.
Yeah, these Mutas won't kill him in a head-on collision. Just wants to make sure that his base is defended. We do have more Widow Mines, and we'd actually do have Baneling speed too, so we probably see some Ling Bane Muta, I'm thinking, out of No Regret here.
Yep, so far, No Regret's only gotten +1 attack for his ground units, and is he getting, did he get air? No. So right now, he's pretty limited on upgrades, where Beastie Cutie, his 1-1's about to finish, and I'm sure he'll start 2-2 as soon as he is able to. In fact, he has an armory finishing up right now. The Mutas come into the main, and they're going to be able to pick off a turret, some add-ons. They're going to maybe prevent one of these Liberators from building. Yep.
Ooh, right before it could finish, but the other one's just about to finish too. But now we cannot have 2 Liberators building at once out of that starport.
That actually reminded me of a kind of fun fact. So those 2 Liberators were almost done when they finished, right? Yes. And the add-on died. So one Liberator finished, and then the second Liberator started where it left off. So they actually popped out in a pretty quick, but it definitely delayed that second one by at least a few seconds, which allowed the Mutas to sweep around and do a little bit more damage.
Yeah. And this army force, it looks like it wants to move in here to the third. These are nicely placed Widow Mines. A really good hit could, you know, change the swing of this attack. But
yeah.
No Regret doing a pretty good job of making sure that those mines go off. But still, a lot of damage has been done here. And GG, Beastie QT takes game 2.
Yeah, Beastie Cutie in that fight, his mines and his liberators kind of just connected with everything, and what was once a nice number of mutas quickly became a muta.
The mutas melted just in an instant. There were mutas, and then, you know, as we mentioned before, no more mutas, non-existent.
Yep, and like that was just the end of No Regret. Like you can't come back from losing your muta count like that, especially against a Terran who has a third base up and running, and that's it. Beastie Cutie moves on 2-0.
Beastie Cutie will be moving on here. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much, Hjax, for filling in here. Really do appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Where can we find you if we want to follow you?
Nowhere. I'm a boring person.
Okay.
You can message me on StarCraft. I stream incredibly infrequently.
But I am Koshkii. As you can also find me Twitter and Twitch, Koshkii SC. Our awesome observer tonight is Hawkeye. Thank you very much, Hawkeye.
Yes, he's the man who makes all of this possible. Like literally everything. This would not exist. No RSL event would exist without Hawkeye's passion.
Yeah, thank you very much. I agree. Without Hawkeye, this event would be nothing. Also, if you would like to support us in what we do have a Patreon. We have tiered donations and tiered perks for those donations. So do make sure you check that out.
Yep, contributing there is something that would help us run more events and increase the prize pool of our events, which would be amazing. Get more cool players involved, like just get to see more awesome StarCraft.
Definitely. So make sure you look into that. Tomorrow we have Group B, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern.